Today we're checking back in with Solana's Sol coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Sol go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome into Solana's Sol coin chart, guys. If you'd like to buy Sol or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. And unfortunately, our prediction from our last video was not correct, and that was largely due to the overall crypto market taking a bit of a hit. Bitcoin was performing very well, but then around the 10th of February just here, we saw that Bitcoin did start to dip, and it dipped by a few $1,000s. Of course, bringing Solana and many other coins with it as a result. So unfortunately, our little coil that we saw forming here did not actually come into play. So we'll get rid of that one right there. And as well, we have seen as well a few more issues. First one being 50-day moving average has now crossed below the 200-day moving average. Overall, not too great. And now we have that uptrend we had in place being broken on the 11th of February as well. So that is quite unfortunate. Right now we're sitting at a value of $94.42. We're just sitting below our 20-day moving average of $102. Ideally, it would be nice to be able to get back to that $100 mark, but I'm just going to show you right here. We do have a bit of relief if required. At $80, we do have that key horizontal support point, which is in place. So I'm extending that one out just so we can see what's going on. It does look like this little downtrend did come back into play, but fortunately this time did act as a bit of a support point for us moving forward. I think that was sitting right about there. It was roughly about there. Won't matter too much, but you can see we bounced basically off that line. As we always say, when your resistance is broken, it becomes support, and that is actually exactly what we did see. So all in all, not looking too bad from that perspective. Right now, it genuinely just looks like we're trending sideways a bit. I mean, since basically over here on the 22nd of January, we have not changed price that much. In fact, we're in the same sort of range. So all in all, I think right now our range is between our low, which was sitting at $80, and our high at the moment, which is sitting at $122, really in that region. So I don't think there is too much we can read into this one at this point in time. Consolidation's good in the long term, so just keep that in mind, because it allows us to set up for a better platform when we do go for a run. Now, looking as well at the volume, it's also indicating to me that this is the case. We're not seeing a big sell-off or anything like that. In fact, we're seeing the volume declining, indicating that there is, I suppose, a potential reversal coming, and there is a bit of indecision in the market with the current trend. So all in all, I'm quite comfortable at the moment, because it's not Solana that's performing poorly. It's the overall crypto market realistically that is performing pretty bad. And I suppose when you put things in perspective, yes, we have taken a really big hit over the past few months, but all in all, we've still managed to maintain this key $80 mark of support, and hopefully that does still stay in place. Let's have a quick look at a few more indicators for us. So RSI first and foremost, as you can see, we were of course in this oversold range over here in late January. We then moved back up after a nice little bit of movement, as we have seen. We're now currently sitting at a value of 41.50 on the RSI. So on the lower end of things, plenty of room for us to move upwards, but of course we can keep easily trending sideways or downwards as well. We just need to really look at those key points of support and resistance moving forward. Indicators, MACD, let's have a look at this one as well. You can see, interestingly enough, there was a cross of the 12-day EMA below the 26-day EMA, and whilst this typically is a bad sign, it has managed to hold out. And right now we're actually showing a bit of green, and we only had two very shallow days of red. That is showing there is strength in this coin, and it's showing that punters aren't really looking to see this continue to drop. In fact, they're buying up. They're saying that this is a potential opportunity. And because this hasn't crossed in, I suppose, a really big way, it's very shallow, people are going, okay, you know what, maybe it's not going to continue going downwards. And we're seeing that $80 mark still being held up, which is ideal. Hopefully what we do start to see is the start of another green period, potentially like this, to just bring us back up into maybe even this trend up here. Let's just get rid of that one. What's my target for today's video? Of course I want to maintain the $80 mark, but I suppose as a target I want to see this 20-day moving average currently sitting at $102. I want to see that being the target that is hit, and we're moving up and above that key point. That wraps up today's analysis on Solana's Solcoin, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video as well, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.